What is going on? My PC boy Versatile is back with another video, back here with some news and updates regarding Marvel's Avengers. Yes, the game that I am thoroughly enjoying, and it's only in beta form. So as we are going to see probably throughout all of August, Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix will be dropping updates to the beta that leads up to the official release September 4th of Marvel's Avengers. So we're going to get into the patch notes and some of the beta data mines. Basically, you could consider them leaks / rumors about potential other heroes that will be playable both in the beta and most likely in the official game. But before we get to the video, make sure you guys ignite the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure you guys hit that notification bell so that you stay informed when I drop videos. Yes, YouTube will inform you when I drop videos. Now, let's get to the video. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the patch notes. The patch notes address several things that I was hoping that they would address. Various crashes and game becoming unresponsive fixed. Save game optimizations. Now those general bug fixes I really didn't have too much of a problem with, but I'm sure a lot of people did, which is why they got updated. Matchmaking was an issue, and I kind of did see some people fall on or off during matchmaking when I was playing the game, but I often just kept it off and just played solo. So in terms of the Xbox One, if your NAT or NAT type is set to strict or moderate, you may run into issues with matchmaking and connecting. For more information on seeing and changing your NAT type, there's a link in the description. And by the way, these patch notes I got from Play Avengers Twitter account. So if you guys aren't already following them there, this is where you'll also be able to obtain this information. Players on PS4 may also run into matchmaking issues due to NAT type. Please head here for more information, which is another link. Now, in terms of character selection improvements, there's fixed the issue where you couldn't select or change superheroes. I didn't necessarily run into that. Companion respawn improvements. Thank you. Hulkbuster. Fix the issue where the screen would turn black whenever another superhero would use the Hulkbuster, and various other improvements. So that's good to see there. Missions and war zones. Mission summary improvements. Fix issues with the Abomination fight. Missing strong box fixes. And that's the thing I'm really looking forward to, because I didn't know that there were strong boxes either missing, or based off what other people also felt like we needed to kind of sort of loot DNA keys in the To Tame a Titan mission to get the keys for the secret beta mission, which may be a secret mission in the game as well, but for the Snowy Tundra Vault. And I played that level twice to get a couple keys and only had to use one of them. So I don't know if a strong box was missing there, but it's good to see that that was addressed. And then they said we're continuing to address other issues that have been brought up and have other fixes planned for launch on September 4th. Here are a list of known issues that we're still actively working on. That's pretty good news to know that they know that they're tracking specific issues, or that if not they're having issues, maybe these updates we'll see in the official game. But that's infrequent occurrence of multiple superheroes spawning and reduction in screen shake. Known issues in terms of missions, harm missions, war zones, and drop zones. If you cannot progress past the Golden Gate Bridge, please close the app, open notifications on PS home screen, and launch the game again once the beta is fully downloaded. If you cannot progress in a mission, open the options menu and select reload checkpoint. In terms of the UI, depending on settings, some UI elements may not appear properly. Some icons and elements are not final. Cosmetic gameplay rewards may not unlock properly. Those latter two issues I did experience in terms of icons and elements not actually showing properly. I guess really all three, even UI elements. Trying to see my hero power level and skill level, that specific part, as I mentioned in my beta review, frequently dropped out. Like, it actually stayed more dropped out than being visible. So I'm glad to see that they know that that's a problem. In terms of heroes and AI companions, once you have unlocked Iron Man and Black Widow, you must select them in the select hero companions menu to equip their level 6 starting gear. What? Open select hero companions menu to assign specific heroes to assist on supported missions. Spend time advancing each hero to keep the most efficient and effective strike team. And as you guys have seen throughout my gameplay, that's what I've been doing. I put some time or invested time in the Hulk, Kamala Khan, those two primarily based off the story campaign mission that we got to play. and the dedicated Hulk mission, and then the rest of the gameplay has been tied with Iron Man and Black Widow. So now my team's a little more competent in terms of being able to work off one another and really be successful in harder missions. That's some of the stuff that I like. Now, in terms of the data mine leaks / rumors that people are kind of getting their hopes up a little bit, kind of getting hyped over, you know what I mean? War Machine, Kate Bishop, and She-Hulk were revealed in the first data mine that took place during the first beta, but as we've seen, they didn't show up. But they showed up again here for the second beta, during the 1.03 update patch. They found this information. So that's pretty interesting to see. Peter Parker and Captain Marvel are also characters that were leaked during that data mine. Now, Spider-Man, of course, kind of makes sense considering, of course, he's been a main hot topic over the last few weeks in terms of Sony and Marvel's Avengers. So that's pretty exciting to see if we will actually get to play with him by the time the beta's over. And then Captain Marvel being in the game is a highly, I won't say highly, but for me, somewhat predictable, just because she's got some mainstream shine now with her MCU movie and movies to come. So for her to be in the game makes a bunch of sense. And then Peter Parker, it's interesting that they didn't say Spider-Man, which means that either we're just gonna get to see Peter Parker maybe roam around the Chimera, which is the ship, you're basically your central hub in the game. That would be interesting to see. Or we will get to have Spider-Man and they're just codenaming him as his actual name, Peter Parker. So it's gonna be pretty interesting to see. And in terms of War Machine, Kate Bishop, and She-Hulk, those are relatively easy to know that those three characters kind of course, resemble Iron Man, Hulk, and Hawkeye. So their game mechanics may not be too different from the originals, which I'm not mad at. I mean, slap a different skin on them, as long as it's slightly tweaked and it's somewhat different, then it shouldn't be no problem, because it makes sense that Iron Man and War Machine will fight very similarly. Although, of course, War Machine is a war machine, so he's gonna have a lot more tactical gear and weaponry, built into the suit, a much more heavy arsenal. And then She-Hulk's gonna be a little thinner, so she should be a little more agile in terms of that. And then Kate Bishop and Hawkeye, it wouldn't be surprising if they were almost nearly identically the same. So I'm not mad at that. I just know I'm hyped. It's Thursday, which means the beta might open again Friday for us PS4 people, and of course those on Xbox can now play the beta this coming weekend. If I can't play till 9 p.m. Friday, so be it. I'm gonna play for a little bit and then play over the weekend when I have time. And then of course the following week, I think it's open again for PC if it's not open for PC already this weekend. And then the 27th, it's free for all. Everybody will now have access to the open beta August 27th. So it's gonna be an amazing time again, jumping in here, trying to level up on my heroes, you know what I'm saying? And of course, if I get any more gameplay out for you guys, I will. If they add more missions and more locales, 4 missions, drop zones, war zones, that'll be great, because of course, again, that's new stuff I could bring to you guys. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be in the game playing with Iron Man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta max him out. I gotta max him out, you know what I'm saying? By the way, hopefully you guys kind of like the new setup. It's, I wouldn't say it's testing per se. I'm kind of testing the lighting to see how I like the lighting for this area, but hopefully I stand out pretty well. I'm not hiding my light over here, so it's a nice little glimmer of color that I can add to this setup here. And going forward, we'll see how this turns out. It kind of changes the spacing in our little extra second room we got in our apartment. So hopefully this can work out long term. But again, that's it for this video. Let me know down in the comments below, what are you guys looking forward to in Avengers? Any of those heroes, any heroes in particular that you're looking forward to? You're looking forward to jumping into beta? You wait until the official game goes live? Let me know down in the comments below. But if you haven't already, make sure you guys ignite the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure you guys hit that notification bell so that way YouTube informs you when I drop videos. With your boy Versatile signing out, and until the next video, wait for it.